welcome back to a playthrough of Exile 2 Crystal Souls. Last time we finished exploring the ruined town of Katra. We didn't really find anything new, but we did at least make up for defeat from a couple episodes ago. So we could continue west and find the sliths. I do have some items I kind of want to identify, and I don't want to cast the identify spell and deal with the inventory management, so I think we're gonna head to maybe kind of northeast towards Fort Duvno, if that's still there. Some of this we could probably try to sail right now, even if it's not like the one to slow. I wonder if I have to go to a mage to sail that. I would think. Yeah, we have all these like crystals that I don't really know what to do with. But yeah, so I think we could do that. We're probably gonna have to fight some enemies though at some point. I mean, we've had plenty of Empire patrols. Yeah, I really don't want to start the video off with combat if I can help it. I think this is... Yeah, I guess we could explore the outskirts first. What is this exactly? I don't quite remember this. You're at the base of a high mound of rock overlooking this huge cavern. From the top you would have a view of all of it. That interests you, a narrow path leads up the hillside. Okay, kind of cool. I do feel like we might get ambushed, but it's worth exploring. Okay, let's save the game. Oh, there was a hut at the top of the hill. Sitting in the middle of the ruins of a fort, there's a sign on the door. All exiles welcome. Interested in anyone, exile or empire will choose to live out here so brazenly. A little bit too welcoming. When you knock, a small elderly mage with a sparse snowy white beard opens the door and welcomes you in. Greetings, exiles. I'm Kostad. You're understandably suspicious, and he notices. Oh, don't worry. Empire soldiers can't see my hut unless I let them. I'm a spy, you see. He chuckles. I look out to the west for attackers. You enter the hut, still on your guard, and talk to Kostad for a bit. He says it's a risky job he does, but it's much more helpful than teaching at the Mage Tower, that's for sure. Though I do know a few spells, be quick to teach if you're interested. Break the monotony of spying, you know. Okay. I mean, he's a mage, so I assume... Dispel field? That's not a barrier, though. Yeah, these are pretty low level spells, so I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, we have Dispel Field, we need Dispel Barrier, so... That's pretty cool, like he's just kind of out here. I mean, Exile Patrol, they warn you that bands of Empire raiders are all over the place. You thank them for the warning and depart. Yeah. Yeah, this place is like crawling with them. Like, it's going to be a pain to fill out this map because of just how often we're going to have to run into Exile Patrols. This area was home to a large forming settlement of exiles. It was so up until recently. Scorch marks running along the shadowed walls gave a quiet but clear testimony of what happened. There's nothing here now but rubble and grave. You turned away, shuddering at new at what the Empire is doing to your homeland, city by city and hut by hut. Okay, so I guess my impression was like, oh, this is actually kind of where we want to go. Yeah. My impression was that the war was going, you know, a little better than what I was thinking, but yeah, it doesn't really seem to be going good at all. You know, I mean, I don't know if Fort Tranlon is, or I guess Fort Draco. I can't remember the one that's to the northeast of the river there, or the northwest. If that's still there, but if that's gone, then yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Yeah, I was hoping we were strong enough to maybe not have to fight the Nephal, but I guess we Oh, not there yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised we had to fight them. They seem very weak. Like, we just kind of one-shot all of them. Come on. No, I'm looking for the mage. Yeah, I'm very surprised we had to actually fight these guys. Okay. You know, while we're here, it would be nice to finish that one quest. Problem is, I don't remember these specific dungeons, so I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, we can just keep exploring down south, though. I know in the first game there was a bat cave over here. I don't know if it's still here, though. There's still a... Okay, it's taken over by the Nephilim now. To the north, you see that the beyond the Nephilim, or Nephilim, or both, have bored a fort out of the living rock of the cave wall. Even from here, you can see guards patrolling in front of it. Interesting. Okay, so we have a dungeon that we can do. I really like to find Fort Duvno, though, because our inventory is quite full. So I'd like to identify and start selling stuff. We could just cast a spell. I might have to just, you know, deal with the inventory management, just cast the spell and do it ourselves. Which is, you know, the point of the spell. Like this, you know, it's a lot of mouse clicks, yeah. Okay, there's a secret here. This cavern is home of a small irritable lizard. Basilisk. I didn't save, so...
Cool.
Thankfully, we were able to one, or not, we were able to one cycle the enemy. Beyond the barricade, you find all the soldiers' stuff. You loot through the armor, spare weapons, reactions, and such, and take what you can kill you. Oh, we actually got items. We got a shield, medium healing potion. Interesting. Okay. And this looks to be... I guess we can't see what's beyond there. I was wondering where the other map actually like connects to that we explored in like chapter 2. Okay, let's keep exploring. This place is definitely more dangerous than it was before. Yeah, with the, you know, with the war, you have less Exile patrols, probably able to just take care of the local, you know, lizards and such, so there's just more enemies around. Okay, we kind of did it a strange way, but we did give a good outline of the map, so... Yeah, Fort Duvno, 45 miles north. I guess we could just follow the road. I remember it being... Yeah, okay, it's basically right here. Okay. This place could have changed quite a bit in the time. It was actually a mushroom hill. At the time since we've been here from the first game. Yeah, all moldy walls, so we could potentially break these. I don't think there's really a... Well, yeah, I guess you could break into this room here, and there's no reason to do that, really. Since you can just walk in. You meet a small woman with delicate features and long brown hair. She looks up from the large pile of arrows she was working on. Call me J.R. Well, right now I'm making arrows for the troops. You can purchase some yourself if you like. Every weapon maker around here is busy. We're preparing for the wars after what happened in Katra. The Empire is killing every exile they can get their hands on. If we don't get strong enough, we'll all be dead. Interesting, okay. Do we have supplies? I buy some affordable food here. There was an exceptionally shifty looking woman behind the counter. She brazenly cleans and sorts lockpicking tools and prepares vials of poison with greasy fingers. Okay. Not exactly covert, I guess. She smiles unpleasantly. I'm Amalia. Hi. You can buy tools of thievery here and sell any goods you may have acquired in your travels. You chuckled. You're lucky you've come to my shop during generous times. But the soldiers are too busy to worry too much about a little petty thievery, and anyway, the stuff I sell is too useful. Sordid servants of Exile are always needing lockpicks and poisons for little spying jaunts. Recon, wet walk, you know how it is. She grins and sells sharpening a small, wicked-looking dagger. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we don't really need... I could buy lockpicks. That might be actually worth it. Yeah, I don't have any inventory space. That's a problem. I wish I knew what this stuff was good for, and I would drop it if it's not like worth it. Okay, we can drop the club, and you know, some of the ales though actually are really good. Like I remember in the first game, we had like these special ales that did like double damage against like demons. It was actually really useful for the fight against the one demon in the Tower Magi. So definitely there's a place for Ultra at times. Okay. And then we have Alchemist and Sage. Yeah, so this was all guy from the first game. Yeah, I did identify many things for us. You mean a short, stocky man with blonde hair and a broad smile. His mage's robes have tiny holes in them, as if eaten away by little specks of acid. I'm Wano. Welcome to this place of learning. He waves at the bookshelves on the north wall, collecting all the knowledge there is to be had in our subterranean abode. Enough to identify items, for example, or to give instruction in alchemy. Indicates the tiny holes in his robes with embarrassment. I do alchemy often, although my concoctions often spit back at me. Many of my recipes are quite useful. In particular, I know how to make 2 valuable potions with glowing nettle. If you have the money and inclination, you can buy that knowledge. I think maybe what this is saying is that you can... No, this looks like... Okay, this is... Right, this is how you make it. Okay. I see. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I do want to identify stuff. Bronze plate, we can sell that. Amber ring. Bronze. Void. Okay. Well, we got our stuff identified. That achieved our goal. Lots of campsites around here. Meet a soldier of exile. He clutches his steel broadsword firmly. Probably gone. That's what I am. Well, you see, sometimes my captain tells me to kill someone. So I get on over there and kill him. That's how it works, pretty much. Okay. There was a thin old man sitting under the tree fishing. Eh, Oh, hello, call me Scott. Oh, just an old man rolling away his last year's fishing. Nephilim destroyed my farm years ago. Now I just do odd jobs for my keep and relax fishing. Keep those darned refugees away. Refugees from Katra, no doubt. They scale the fish. Okay. That's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, these are where the refugees are camped, I guess. Yeah, you're in the middle of a makeshift refugee camp, filled with the men and women who successfully fled Katra after it was destroyed. Living conditions are crude at best, but livable. The people are poorly fed and the fires are weak, but they're getting by. As you look around, you're peppered with questions about what's going on in the outside world. Some worried souls also ask you if you have seen someone still not accounted for. Answer their questions as best you can and leave. Interesting. The ball is tended by a striking woman with short black hair and a pleasant smile. She's quiet for a ball keep, she just raises her eyes as you approach. Alice. She smiles. Room, 5 gold, drinks 2 gold, gossip free. She leans close. Ultra in town, name's Golden. Asking around about passes or some such. He doesn't want people to know about it, but he was rude to me. Well, she grins mischievously. Okay, so we should look for an ultra. Room and I guess drinks would probably just mean that we can buy food. I guess. No, actually, she nods at thanks and fetches several glasses of wine. Can't tell what the wine was made from, but it's excellent. You ask her where it's from, and she says Rourke, north end of town. Okay, I guess we should ask him about the wine. Meet a small and gorgeous woman wearing somewhat sparse dancer's clothes, who after an audience, however, she seems somewhat down. He floats gracefully over to you. I'm Eledi or something. Besides, just past the time. Tonight I'll be dancing. You should come to the show. She does a twirl on one foot. Its moves both graceful and pulse quickening. Exiles have always needed some cheering, now more than ever. I guess being thrown down here gave me my calling. I was one of the last people thrown into exile. They didn't want me to dance up there. Too stoian, they said. I want to give it up, so they threw me down here, where people really need some beauty in their lives. She smiles and blushes. It's not much, I know, but it means a lot to me. Interesting, okay. Why not really much we could ask? E8. E8. Very cool. Okay, so the show, I mean, we can't go to the show because there's no day-night cycle, of course, but would be cool. That's the BOX. Yeah, we're looking for an ultra. That's probably the captain. I mean, a tall and gaunt soldier. His face is heavily lined and notches with age. His expression seems locked in a permanent scowl, and doubt his eyes could ever be anything but cold. He looks you over. I'm Captain Johnson. What can I do for you? I rule this fort. Fort Duvno, a knife aimed at the heart of the Empire. He smokes. A strong foe, but we can make things go very ugly for them when we get our hands on them. Very ugly indeed. Gives you a close look. You're adventurers. Oh, you're not? I often look to hire adventurers to go on missions. I have strong troops, but they have their hands full babysitting refugees. If you're interested, let me know. Yes, I do have something for you. Somewhere to the west, to the north of Contra, some sliths, some of the hostile kind, have a hidden lair. Find it and kill a whole bunch of them, and you'll be rewarded. Okay, that's simple enough. Alright, so we have to go to the lair, so let's save. And that would be another mission. You complete. Oh, is he mad? I think he's not mad, okay.
Dang.
Caught up unconscious in one corner of the cell, you find an Empire prisoner. He's been savagely beaten. You wake him, but he's capable of no more than incoherent raving. You leave him to his tortured rest. Let's keep going. We need to talk to this person. A man with the look of a refugee walks up to you and mutely holds out a begging bowl as a resigned, sardonic expression. He bows his head in almost, but not quite, humble manner. I'm Dorkin Souls. Well, I tell you, I got thrown out here for being poor, no more no less, so I go to Katra and I work hard and make a business for myself. That's right, I was the best cobbler in Katra, and then the Empire comes down here, and they make me poor again. I'm starting to figure out maybe some fellows just meant to be poor. You maybe give me a coin. He nods, thank you kindly. Yeah, that's actually not open yet, okay. That's the ultra that we need to talk to you. You meet a very heavy-set man with a longbow slung over his shoulder and a full quiver of arrows at his side. He looks you over nervously as you approach. Gordon. Just killing time. Right, of course. At first he looks upset that you know what he's after. Then he looks you over carefully. Ah, I know you. You're the ones who went to the Venatai. Oh, how does he know this? It's safe to talk to you. He pulls you aside. You see, I've been going from town to town looking for sorted scrolls from the surface. He pulls out a vellum scroll edged in red ink. This is a red pass. The troops out here need passes to get into Empire lands. I'm looking for a blue and a grey pass. That's why I'm heading down to Mortis. My goal, you see, is to look into some rumors. He looks very worried. I hear from prisoners the Empire was building this portal from up there to down here. They can teleport down a whole army and wipe us out if they could do that. So I'm going to look into it. I'm not the best spy, but I know these caves as well as anyone. Okay, the Great Pass is the most important one, and I hear that there's a prisoner in Mortis who knows where one is. If I get one, I can start looking into sorted rumors. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm asking the right questions or not. Yeah, we already knew that, so I guess if we get the pass, we can basically talk to him. An imposing woman with green hair and a severe expression is selling up shop. He looks highly displeased at your intrusion. I'm Faye. Now leave. Setting up my shop and you are trespassing. Look, ready to call the guards at a moment's notice. I'm still recovering from escaping Contra. I don't need you bothering me. Yes, I was there, and I've had what I have to say about it ignored enough. Now leave me alone. She snaps at you. Yes, ignored. They all say they don't know where the attack came from, but I saw lights on the island south of Contra not long before the troops arrived, and they say I imagined it, that there was nothing there. She speaks very loud and very clear. You won't deal with me. I won't deal with you. Now will you please leave? Interesting. Okay, island. Okay, this is good to know. Okay. So yeah, so they all come in from the South Island. Okay. Orcs rations. There was a jolly merchant sitting behind the counter with the look of one who's done much sampling of his own wares. I'm Rourke, brewer and cook of great renown. He laughs and jiggles. I was banished into exile because my wines were too good. Made them jealous, and I still make them. You can buy the best wines and rations here to take the edge off your journey. Oh wow, you actually have Almeria, okay. Toadstool, and then Fungus Condamné or something. 33, 35, is this like the age of it or the proof? I'm not really sure, but this is very expensive. If I had the inventory space, you know, I would buy them. But yeah, right now, I don't know. No, I could buy food. What's the price? It's not really good. Okay. There's a young dark-skinned man sitting behind the table, chopping healing orbs as fast as he can. He's obviously exhausted. You show the healer. Are you well? He looks you over for ailments. Healing all, you come to me. I have some time to help you if you need it. Though heaven knows everything's been nuts since the barriers came down. The assault on Kasha was bad enough, but when the Venetai barriers came, the war really started up again. The Empire was more reinforced and we were more prepared, and the bodies have come non-stop. I need more supplies, but I do the best that I can. Orbs, clean gauze, give me more salve, comfrey roots, I do what I can, but I'm always running out of something vital. Okay, I don't think we can do much with that. And that's pretty much the town. Yeah, so... yeah, we can't sell anything here, which is fine, but... yeah, the war is definitely not going great. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish exploring kind of this middle section. Okay, thankfully that's an Exile patrol. I think they were gremlins, if I recall. Somewhere around here. Oh, we need to give them the wine, probably. You start to enter this dark, heavily overgrown glade when you find that the path is blocked by a huge crowd of gremlins. You immediately notice two things. One, they are extremely glum, and two, they are all male. Really odd. Approach them. Let's run away for now, because I think we need to give them something. We could see what they do. We could try to talk. Gremlins seem too depressed to react as you approach, although they still block your way into the glade. However, one of the more elderly of the purple creatures approaches to talk to you. You ask what's wrong. He says, it's so awful, you see. Recently, all our women decided to go out for a walk. Or a wine run, we're not sure. Anyway, they never came back. It's scandalous. I mean, it's usually trees that act like that. What? Oh, if only someone could tell us where they went. Their absence has caused us great, discomfort. And we would greatly reward anyone who could tell us where they were. If no one's to leave, then we move with something. By the way, they were all wearing pink ribbons when they left. This may help. He then turns to go back to moping. Okay, yeah, I don't know what to really say to that. Yeah, I guess if we find a large group of female gremlins wearing pink ribbons, well, of course, the gremlins themselves are pink, so the ribbons would probably be hard to notice, but if we see that, then, you know, we will probably just have to let them know. I think this guy wants to attack us. We might be able to kind of lose him, maybe, and finish exploring the map. Yeah, I don't think that they're friendly. Yeah, I think we've read that before. Yep, these guys want to attack us. Okay. Oh, we actually got a necklace. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's keep exploring. I think we're gonna go... You know, fill out this map and then go up here. That should be friendly, I would think. But yeah, I think we gotta fight them though. Nope, Exile Patrol, okay. In fact, all of these are friendly, nice. Okay, so we can just go back down. And almost fill out the map. Lots of patrolling. Yeah, we might not even use big spells. I think we're gonna try to wipe out the mages as fast as we can. Only one? Okay, I guess we'll use flame. Yeah, it didn't do that very good damage.
Cool.
Another necklace. Okay, must be a pretty common item then. And yeah, so that is that part of the map explored. I think these guys are friendly, but I'm not taking the chance though. Yeah, we need to... I'm starting to lose track of where... Yeah, so this was the place with the spy. There's actually another secret here, okay? Save the game. Could be huge. You find this field-to-field cavern has already been discovered by a band of grubby asties. You discover this because you find them trying to eat some giant lizards. Okay. Keep exploring. There's actually something on the other side of this place. And nothing there. Okay, and then that's the where we talked to the spy. Yeah, okay. Just go north, fill out this part of the map. I forgot how big this place was. And okay. I just need to fill this in. Oh, it actually is something here. Yeah. Come across an exile patrol being attacked by abandoned Empire soldiers. They won't last long unless you help them. Yeah, as much as I don't want to go into combat, we do need to help them. What? I guess we were too late. I'm not really. We did click to help them, eh? I'll have to rewatch the video. I hope we didn't say no. I guess that's all of that explored. This list would probably be in around this swamp, right? I feel like that would make like the most sense. I don't see him though. I don't want to fight the Nephilim though. Oh man, there's just so many of them. You have to come back and explore that. I'm kind of just randomly going about this. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, wow. Yeah, this place is huge. Alright, this is Fort Dranlon, Central Exile. There's lots of patrols around here. I don't imagine this going good for long. Cave Giant. Field of Bones. Yeah, this doesn't sound good. You don't know if maybe we end it here. I really just want to finish exploring this map, but I don't know really what to do with all these enemies though, because it's kind of. I want to fast forward through the fights, but we end up just, having kind of a weird type of video where it's like mostly just fast forwarding. All cave giants here, they could be friendly, potentially. They actually fled. Okay, we could keep exploring a little bit, and if I'm all upset with us, and we have to fight more Empire. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could go to Fort Dranlon. That wasn't really the plan, but it's just a lot of combat. But okay, I think we made progress this time. We're still looking for the sleuths, right? But once we do that mission, we can go back and upload clearance, and yeah, we're just gonna keep exploring. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.